Hi, this is Raymond from Vegan Palate, and I'm a vegan dietitian. I'm going to talk to you guys about why you should limit your meat and dairy intake. So this is for those who are currently vegan, who are struggling to, resist the urge, or people who are vegetarian or non-vegetarians who want more reasons into why not to consume meat and dairy. So I've got 3 health reasons for you. You've got fats, sodium, and meat-specific toxins. The first reason is the fats. So what can happen is with meat and dairy, it's higher in saturated fats, it's concentrated more in fat, so when we consume too much of it, we may overeat in a day, and when we overeat, we'll eat too many calories and we'll just store all that as fat. And what happens is that, it'll lead to obesity. Second reason with fats is that it can increase our blood viscosity. So basically it's just the thickness of the blood, and it will just make it harder for our blood to transfer all over our body. And then if that happens, it's just going to increase our hypertension. It's going to make us harder for us to breathe and have energy and the like. And also it can also clog our insulin receptors. So when we eat high carbohydrate foods such as breads, fruits, pasta, rice, things like that, we need to transfer the sugar from our blood to the rest of our bodies. And when our insulin is less sensitive because of higher levels of fat intake, it won't be able to do that, and it's gonna make us not feel as energetic. So with the sodium is also a big part of why you shouldn't eat meat and dairy. What it can do is that it can stiffen your artery walls and also retain more fluid in the system. And these two things will increase our risk and chances of getting high blood pressure. So what we need to do is basically just simply reduce the amount of salt and sodium that we have, and thus that will reduce our blood pressure. This is because they need the sodium to preserve the food and maybe also increase the water concentration in the meat and things like that. So just swap it with herbs and spices and you'll see a good improvement. Lastly, it's the meat-specific toxins. So when I think about this, I think about TMAO. So when we digest the animals, we basically metabolize a few things and it will end up to TMAO. And what this is that this increases our risk of arteriosclerosis and also reduces our body's ability to excrete cholesterol. And this may lead to heart disease and things like that. The second thing is the endotoxins. So this is just the bacteria in the actual meat itself. So when we eat the meat, it's going to increase the inflammation in our body and lead to higher risk of heart disease and diabetes and things like this. And thirdly, it's Meu5 GC. So this is just a sugar molecule that's stuck to the cell surface of animals. And when we consume meat, it also gets incorporated into our human cells. And this will create, antigens in the system. Some people may have the antibodies for this. People who don't will create antibodies to fight the toxin, and this will cause inflammation in the system and may lead to heart disease, cancers, high blood pressure, diabetes, and things like that. So if you want to look more into, the benefits of not eating meat and dairy, there's plenty of information out there, but these are just the common reasons that I think about of why I don't consume it. Till next time, we'll see you later.